Yo, what's up, my boy? Back in my channel, homie. So today's video, I'm going to play the Days Bygone again and again. Of course, my G, how many days can you survive? Okay, alright. So today's video, I'm going to tell you about the projectile damage. Do you think that projectile damage is a great one? No, I don't think so. I mean, like, yeah, who's going to upgrading projectile damage, bro? It's like retarded, you know. So guys, so here's the thing, guys. You had damage, which is I'm having AS damage. As you can see, I have AS damage, and I also have critical damage. As you can see, I have AO, which is whenever you wanted to compare it, my damage is bigger instead of my critical damage. And let's move on into the projectiles, which I'm having like AA, which is it is less than anything, bro. Like it is super less, you know. Projectile is actually so low, you know. It's just so low, bro. Look at it, even whenever you wanted to compare it to my spell damage, it has AC, you know. I don't even upgrading my spell damage, but it has AC. But look at my projectile, it has AA. So here's the thing, guys. People's going to thinking like, yo, if you had bigger projectile damage, you're going to do a lot more damage, and if you had a lot more damage, it will depends on how much your critical chance you had. And if you had that bigger critical chance, it will affect the devastation, you know. I mean, it will affect the critical damage output. So whenever you had the bigger critical damage, and it can deal the devastation. That's the theory. But actually, whenever you upgrade on projectile damage, it just did nothing, bro. Believe me, guys, projectile damage completely did nothing. It's not like what you're thinking, you know. Whenever you, oh yeah, I wanted to upgrade my projectile damage, so my main character can do a lot of damage, and my hero they refer my damage as the critical damage, which is weird. By the theory, whenever you upgrade the projectile damage, your hero will going to get like great momentum. It's like great, what is that name, milestone or something like that. So let's prove all of this, guys. I'm going to play this one, and I'm going to remove all of them because I wanna just die, you know. I wanna just die, my boy. So I'm going to play as Lilith, and I'm going to play as Lilith. Whenever I die, I'm going to see how much the damage output overall, you know. And yeah, just pretty much and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to upgrading my projectile damage to it is affecting, and I'm going to tell you how and why projectile damage is pretty much useless. Alright, so today's video I'm going you guys better to focus on the projectile damage, so you better not upgrading this, and I'm telling you why. Alright, let's play the campaign, guys. So we play the campaign. Alright, so I'm going to lose this, no problem. I just want to lose like ASAP, you know, as fast as possible. Alright, and let's count how much damage I deal. Oh, as you can see, 1.93 CZ, you know, CZ, ABC, yeah, CZ, you know, as you can see, CZ, yeah, 1.93. Okay, guys, focus on 1.93, and let's go back. 1.93. Yeah, by the theory, guys. Here's the theory, guys. You had damage, you know, you had damage. Basically, this is your damage, guys. AS. Then you had some projectile, you know, based on what you're using by the default, the weapon. And it's like whenever you play this, you're going to get like 2 projectile, you know. Whenever you play Alden, you only get 1 projectile. Gelatin, you got 3 or 4 projectile or something like that, and each projectiles gives you damage, which is shoot 4 projectiles that deals 1.06 AA%, guys. So you had damage, and above it you had projectiles, and above projectiles you had critical change, guys. Which if you have like over 100%, or yeah, whenever it will also affecting on the devastation, but if you have over 100% of critical change, it will affect the critical damage. So you had damage, you had projectile damage as it above, and above it you had critical change, and above critical change you had critical damage, as you can see, and on top of that you had devastation, guys. So you have damage, projectile damage, critical change, critical damage, and on top of that is devastation. And it's just only on your main account, on your main DPS, on your main DPS, like main character. But whenever it comes into like the heroes is actually based on how much you critical damage, guys. As you can see, 100% of my critical damage. So if my hero doing like 200 damage, it will gives like 100% of my critical damage, and also it'll multiply by the hero damage. So the thing is that damage above, projectile damage above, critical change above, critical damage above, devastation and above hero damage, guys. So on top of that, hero damage is just like on top of everything, hero damage, so that's kind of the thing. So whenever people say that you upgrading projectile damage will affects the another one, will affects the long term, so I'm a prove it to you that projectile damage just did nothing, so I had like great amount of elixir. I had like 841.89 AC. As you can see, I'm going to upgrade, which I don't yet upgrade my anti-power, this weighted shots, I'm going to upgrade it from level 92. I'm going to upgrade it into like level 922, guys. Alright, so alright, let's just upgrade it, guys. So as you can see, I had like even like a balance, like 934 and also 922. It's like pretty much the same, guys. And let's see the stats. Look at the stats, bro. It's not even like a big milestone, from 1 AA it's now become 20 AA. It's just not like a big milestone, bro, and I'm going to tell you why. Alright, let's just play the campaign and let's see, guys. Let's see how the result. I just upgraded. So alright, guys, for the notes, I just upgraded, my projectile damage, and it should affecting the whole game. So my damage still from the Lilith, it was 1.93 CZ. Alright, let's just see. Alright, let's just see, bro. Let's just see if this affects or not. I don't really know, bro. Alright, I just wanted to lose this as soon as possible, bro. Alright, I lose. Look at that, bro. It's just like small milestone, from 1.93 CZ, and it now has become 2.07 CZ, bro. Look at that, bro. It's like super thin, razor sharp, You know what? I need to save up a lot of elixir, just in case to upgrading the projectile damage from the elixir one, I need to save my elixir actually, guys. I need to save my elixir. As you can see, now I run off my elixir. I need to save a lot of elixir just to upgrading this weighted shots, but it gives me like pretty much nothing. And here's the reason, guys, and here's the reason why the projectile damage has like the lowest milestone. As you can see, it's just AA, but when it comes into critical damage, it has like a lot, bro. It has a lot, AO percentage, AO percentage, And the damage, it has like AS, AS, no percentage, but just only AS, which whenever you wanted to upgrade, which is critical damage, is just the greatest one, because it has like the bigger one, it has like almost the biggest one, the critical damage, and it has the percentage, yeah, little percentage, which is great, and the reason is that the number one is reason is that whenever it comes into the run, as you can see my socket runs, there is no projectile damage at all, guys. This is the blank run, which is gives like zero effects, and this is the damage run. Whenever you upgrade the damage, whenever you go in here and you wanted to upgrade, let's get an example, this untapped power. If you upgrade this untapped power, which is give you some multiply damage, and go back again here into this, and it will also multiply this, by this, Okay, let me an example. As you can see, I had like level 16 of the damage itself, so my damage will be also multiplied by this much of number, 537.94 AB. Bro, I upgraded my untapped power, and it will multiply again by the damage from the greater run of power, and it is so on. There is critical damage, there is, yeah, some of this one, some of critical chance, hero damage, and also the health, the spell, spell damage, they had spell damage, and the last of the list, the mana. So there is no like a milestone for the projectile damage. As you can see, there is no milestone, guys. Projectile damage just standing by their own feet, there is no like, I would say no milestone for the projectile damage like at all, bro. There is a milestone actually for the projectile damage, but mostly people don't really used to it, it's like you can get projectile damage from this multiply, as you can see, projectile damage multiply by 1.71, bro. Look at that. Multiply by 1.71, bro. It's just 1.71, bro. What the heck? Whenever you compare it up into this one, where was it? Look at that, bro. My hero damage multiplied by 537.94 AB, AB, and that's a lot. That's why it will comes into handy whenever you upgraded your damage, your critical damage, and hero damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it, so so for the conclusion of this video, guys, don't upgrade the weighted swords, guys. Don't you even unlist it, you can pretty much just reawaken this, whenever you get like look at that, bro. No, look at that, bro. I just I choose reawaken this one, projectile damage, and my projectile damage went into like the lowest, which is, yeah, 1,000. It's just 1,000 by the base, by the upgrading this one. You can get this one, and let's just play the game and let's see what's the difference, guys. So the last one, I upgraded that and I just reawakened that. I just got like 1.93 CZ. 1.93 CZ. Alright, let's just see the damage overall, guys. Do these effects like a lot? Well, guess not, bro. Look at that, bro. Bro, projectile damage is completely useless, completely useless. This is the proof, guys. Look at that. I deal 2.02 CZ without my projectile damage. So what is projectile damage even can do, bro? If you had like projectile damage for your awakenings, bro, just don't grab it, bro. Just don't grab projectile damage. Just don't get the projectile damage before you 10,000 or even more, you know. So if you don't over 10,000, yeah, you don't really need to awaken projectile damage, you know. Like this one, you don't really need to awaken the waiter shots, you know. You just don't do anything, bro. You just don't do anything because you play the hero, you know. You play hero damage or spell damage. You don't play your main character, bro. Believe me, you don't play your main character in this game. So whenever you wanted to play the main character, you can upgrade this. But for me, bro, I've been playing this game for like 2 years or over, you know. We don't play the main character. Whenever you are above 1,000, you don't play main character, you play hero damage, you know. You play hero as your DPS. So I'ma upgrade, I'ma going to awaken this one, some of mana regen, which is great, you know. I'm going to awaken mana regen. So yeah, for me, you don't really need to upgrade this, you know. You don't really need to awaken also this one, you know, projectile damage. Bro, it's just so stupid, you know. Alright, I'm going to use this. And I had some mana regen, which is great, you know. Whenever you wanted to play spell damage, you need this one, mana regen, bro. And yeah, pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. For the conclusion, just don't upgrade, don't awaken. First off, don't awaken projectile damage. The second one, if you awaken projectile damage, don't you freaking spend your elixir into upgrading projectile damage, you know. And the third one, don't you rely on projectile damage, because it give nothing, bro. It's like you upgrading hidden strength, bro. Don't upgrade hidden strength at all, bro. Just don't upgrade this, you know. And also don't upgrade your explosive strength. It just did nothing, bro. Whenever you see the plus, as you can see, plus 314, whenever you see the plus icon, just don't upgrade it, bro. Better to multiply, you know. Better some upgrading, some multiply, you know. And the third one is that projectile damage had like no runes at all. They don't have runes, you know. They don't have like something that can amplify it, if you know, something that can amplify it. Like this one, yeah, critical damage amplified, hero damage amplified, but not for the projectile damage. Projectile damage is just useless. So alright, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you think this video is helpful, don't forget to leave comment and share this video, like this video, and I'll see you guys again on the next video. Have a fantastic day, guys. See ya.